Yeah, appreciate everybody coming out. Wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. We had a tough one on Saturday. Talked to the guys on Monday and also after the ball game. For us to win those type of games, we got to be on point. You got to play hard, number one. Number two, you got to be physical, play tough. But the last one, I thought we didn't do up to the best of our ability. That's play smart. We can't have assignment errors and beat a quality team like UCF. They got some, they're loaded and good players. And if we do all those three things that I talked about, we got an opportunity to win a bunch of ball games. And, so disappointing. I liked our fight and effort throughout the game, but, we got to come away with victories in those situations. SMU, another great team. They went on the road and played in some tough weather conditions against Navy and, almost came away with a win out there. Another great team. All these teams in this conference are outstanding, and we're going to have to do those three things I talked about. We're going to have to play smart. We're going to have to play tough. We're going to have to play with great effort. Do all those three things. We got an opportunity to win on Saturday at 3 o'clock against a really good team that's been ranked in the top 25. I don't know how many weeks in a row. They're probably going to be out of it this week, I'm guessing, but they've probably been in the top 25, maybe 8 or 9 weeks in a row, something like that. So, good ball club.
They're another hyper-speed offense, at least.
Yes.
How much will having played against UCF help?
There will be a little bit of carryover. They're just different offensive systems. SMU's kind of from the Gus Malzahn tree. Their offensive coordinator, worked for him, I think even in high school in Arkansas. And UCF is more from the Baylor family of offenses, so there's a little bit of difference. They're going to use more tight end and 11 personnel. Sometimes they got 2 tight ends in there as well, but there are some similarities, especially with the pace of play. I think UCF was 1, and I think they're like 9 in the country pace of play.
Nobody's really stopped them this year offensively. Just how big is the challenge?
It's a huge challenge. You got a great quarterback, and they got some, an excellent stable of receivers, really tough back, 2 good tight ends. So they've got a lot of weapons over there. They're averaging over 500 yards a game of offense. Similar numbers to the team we played last weekend.
Your defense has a lot of sacks too. What challenges?
Yeah, they come after you. Again, some similarities with defensive style and philosophy of getting a lot of tackles for loss, sacks. They'll come at you from a lot of different angles. They've given up some yards, but they've also gotten a lot of big plays.
Are the penalties driving you?
Yeah, I'm disappointed on it. There's some reasons why you have penalties. One sometimes it's athlete has a tough time. He gets out-athleted. That happens on occasion. Or you use improper technique. That's another reason that you have it, or you're not quite sure what's going on. You're just not locked in and focused. And we had a few in each category on Saturday, and that doesn't help us in any way, shape, or form.
Do you think teams, based on the success you had defensively last year, Coach, are blocking you differently up front to kind of negate all of that?
Yes, they definitely are. They've changed some things that they're doing as far as protections, and that's we had some pressure on Saturday. We hit the quarterback quite a few times, but it didn't equate to sacks. But yes, they're doing a good job of nullifying some of the guys that we're trying to get featured.
They chipping your best guys more?
A little bit more. It's turning their protection toward
Sliding?
yes, towards certain guys instead of maybe what they do against other teams.
How have you tried to adjust to that?
Well, not so much boundary, but getting a little bit more field going, and trying to put some of the guys were trying to feature in different spots than where they lined up maybe the first 8 weeks of the season.
Is Willie out with an injury now? Or is
No, he's okay.
How much do you think you can improve your bowl position, Coach?
I think we can improve it. I think you're right. It's, there's a lot of, I don't, understand the ins and outs of how they do the bowl game, but I think there's one guy that controls the whole thing. And he makes the decision other than the 6, that go to the bowl championship series and the other bowls. So, they want good matchups. The more you win, the better bowl they get an opportunity to play in. So, this could help us out big time. But, we're looking for that 7th win, and we haven't played as well as we're capable. A lot of that is we played some really good teams. But, in order to win these games, which we can do, we got to be on point in all 3 areas I talked about.
Based on the opponent and the fact that you're on the road, this would be a very significant win if you could get it, right?
Yeah, it'd be a big win for us. Be a huge win. Going in there and playing a team that's 9-2 and has been ranked in the top 25 all season, and I think got as high as maybe 15, something like that. It would be a big win for us.
How much of a difference has Bouchel made for them?
He's you get a quarterback who knows what he's doing, and with their offense, he fits it. What they're doing, he's smart, and he can make all the throws and really accurate.
Anything else?
Everybody good?
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you all for coming out. Happy Thanksgiving.